Your body needs salt. I know that might come as a surprise to you, but it does. Just like fat and sugar, you need certain amounts, just not too much. First, one thing to be clear on, there's a difference between salt and sodium. Salt contains certain minerals that are necessary to your body. Sodium is a component of salt that has electrolytes in it, and that's what makes it so essential to your body. Salt or sodium are really important to your body. They do things like allow your cells to fire messages back and forth between them that allow your muscles to move. The right amount of sodium in your bloodstream can help your kidneys filter excess water out of your bloodstream. But too much sodium can wreak havoc on your body. It's bad for your cells. It's especially bad on your kidneys and can cause your kidneys to go into kidney failure or kidney disease. In a sense, they hamper the kidney's abilities to filter excess water out of the bloodstream. It's bad news. You don't want it. It leads to inflammation and all sorts of problems. But the crazy thing is, salt, like sugar, is hidden everywhere. It's also addictive. Once you have some, you want more. It leads to salt cravings and you end up consuming way too much. But how much is too much? Well, the American Heart Association recently gave us some pretty good guidelines. They said that the average American should have about 1,500 milligrams of sodium a day. That's about 3/4 of a teaspoon all day long. But most Americans have about 3,400 milligrams of sodium instead. That's almost a teaspoon and a half of sodium and about twice what you're supposed to be eating every single day. It's mainly because sodium is hidden everywhere. A recent study by the CDC found that 70% of packaged foods, that's like frozen pizzas and entrees and pastas, and 50 to 70% of packaged sandwiches and soups and cold cuts contain too much sodium per serving. It's everywhere, especially in the pre-made foods that you might buy. Some of the places where salt could be lingering and hidden, and you might not even realize it, are all of those condiments that you could be adding to things like salad and your hamburgers, ketchup, mustard. They all can contain unhealthy levels of sodium in them. So it's important to just read the labels. Also, cold cuts can contain really unhealthy levels of sodium. These cold cuts, for example, contain half the daily recommended amount of sodium. And if you make a sandwich out of it, that means you can't have much salt the rest of the day. This frozen entree contained an entire day's worth of sodium just in this one packaged meal. So pay close attention, especially to the products that you're buying that come in a package. If you're staying within those healthy sodium guidelines, by all means you can have them. But when you want to find a healthier way to eat, try cooking your own food. That way you get to add as much salt as you want to it. And then use things like lemon juice to season the food and give it flavor. Herbs give so much flavor, fresh herbs especially, and it costs pennies to grow fresh herbs on your kitchen counter. When you can't get your hands on fresh herbs, jarred herbs or dried herbs are perfectly fine and healthy to use. They add a lot of flavor and can help you cut down on the amount of salt that you're adding to your food. And never get in the habit of adding salt to your food before you taste it. Not only is it a bad habit, but it's really offensive to the person who cooked that food for you. And remember, this is about making healthy habits and breaking the bad habits. And Thrive Market is here to help with a huge selection of healthy products to get you started. As always, 25 to 50% off of supermarket pricing. That is a great place to start this new healthy you.